If I were to ask you a question, what's the most important thing you do every single day? How would you all respond? Well, if you were to ask me that question, I would have to say sleep. Sleep is the most important thing I do every single day. Hello, I'm Corey Bradford. I'm here to talk to you about sleep and the importance of it as well. And just like everyone here, I always make sure to take around 7 to 8 hours of sleep just so I can have a better performance for my next day. See, the problem stems from a lack of sleep and how much it can affect all of our lives, not just yourself, but those around you as well. And I like to provide solutions to said problem of a lack of sleep as well, and how I can give you a much easier and accessible way of sleeping at night to get a better quality of rest. Now, let's start talking about the lack of sleep problem we have here. You see, there's two major issues when it comes to lack of sleep. There's the cognitive issue, where we be able to remember less and think less as well while we're awake with a lack of sleep. And then there's the problem with our motor skills, which means we be able to perform less and just end up being a hindrance to those around us. Now, much just apply to your work team, for example. If you're not able to perform properly for the team itself, you will let down your whole team. You will be more of a hindrance to your team than more of an asset at the end of the day. And just imagine somebody just driving for 12 hours without no sleep. They might end up causing an accident because the chances are they'll be raised up. Now, I like to talk about two solutions to the problem of a lack of sleep itself. The first solution would be NyQuil. It's a medicine which is designed taking about 30 milliliters to fall asleep in 30 minutes. And it'll give you a guarantee it'll give you more of a way to fall asleep much easier. But if we were to compare it to our product, we think in the long run our product will provide much more benefits to our users. And our product would be breathe rights or nasal strips to keep it short. You see, our nasal strips will be able to provide much more than just being able to sleep at night, even though it's just relieves your nose so you'll be able to breathe much easier. You see, snoring is the main common cause for the lack of sleep for many adults as well, especially the male demographic. And with NyQuil, even though it will guarantee you to sleep at first, there's no guarantee you go to sleep after the initial intake. Because when you wake up, you'll be in a constant state of waking up and going back to sleep. It's because of the snoring itself. And snoring is caused by a lack of oxygen intaken into the body while you sleep. Now, our product, Breathe Rights, will be able to provide oxygen because, as I have said before, the oxygen is able to go back into the body and outside the body, and especially when you have nasal congestion, is able to make your nose much more easy to use and accessible, even when you're sick or not. And there's added bonus that you don't even need to be asleep to use our product. You can be wide awake and be able to have all the benefits as you were if you were asleep. Now, from a personal experience of mine, I had a bit of a breathing problem when I was sleeping at night too, especially when I was younger and growing up through high school, where I would always see sleeping as a chore for me every single night. Because as I wake up every morning, I just feel tired and didn't want to go to school at all. When my mom recommended me the nasal strips, when I applied recommended the nasal strip before I went to sleep one night, I applied onto my nose. Then I noticed a shockingly big difference how I used to breathe and how I am now breathing with nasal strips on. So much so that I still use these products. So much so I use these products still to this very day, which very much impresses me to actually speak about this product. Now, I'll recommend go out and buy my product. To be sure, I will lead you through the steps to obtain these easy to access strips. Now, head to your local CVS. You have to go down to the health section into the nasal health aisle and pick up yourself a Breathe Right container, which will be able to provide you with simple relief. After you get done buying it, it's like applying a band-aid, but you have to put it on top of your nasal for the most optimal experience. And then, easy as that. It's easy to put it on, easy to start breathing now.